Welcome to another episode of
Tube Test. Good job, babe.
I'm Johnny and this is
Natalie, and this is our daughter, Avi.
You know, today I'm very excited because we're actually doing an episode on the Lectrosonics L series, Natalie.
Oh, and tell me a little bit about it.
So Natalie, in this video, I don't want to get into like all the features that the L series has, but I want to encourage everybody to go check it out on lectrosonics.com. But what I do want to talk about is my impressions of it and how I utilized it in the field.
Okay, great.
The Lectrosonics L series is really 3 new products by Lectrosonics: the LMB, the LT, and the LR.
Okay, tell me what's the difference.
So the LMB and the LT are both transmitters. The main difference is the LMB does 50 milliwatts and the LT does 50, or you can adjust it to do 100 milliwatts for further distance.
Okay.
Lectrosonics did a great job with expanding their product line here. This isn't something that is replacing, for example, the smqv. The transmitter is a transmitter in itself.
Okay.
The receiver is a receiver in itself. So a lot of guys will see it and they'll say, well, you know, this is a little bit bigger than my smqv. Well, it's not trying to be an smqv.
I see.
It's finding a specific area that it excels in.
I see.
And what that is it's the whole ENG or putting it on the camera and run and gun and that kind of thing, or having it in your bag where it's very light. You know, it's a small footprint.
Right.
The UCR 411 is a lot bigger than, for example, the LR in the L series. So that I really liked. I like the fact that the LR is, you know, smaller, but what I utilized it for is everything under the sun. Put it in my bag. I did gigs with it. I've done commercials. I've done films, you know, music
and not
videos.
just for film and television. Yeah, what you're saying is too is it goes into the music industry as well. If you're doing a concert and you want a feed from the stage and you're really far away, you could use it for that kind of stuff too.
It's something that can actually be seconds instead of minutes of setup. Let's talk about the batteries a second. The batteries are actually AA batteries, which in a lot of the Lectrosonics receivers, they're 9 volts.
Interesting.
AA's are a little bit easier to come by.
That's true.
9 volts are a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. And of course you can use lithium, which is going to be longer. One feature that's pretty exciting that Lectrosonics put on this L series, and it's the extension of blocks, okay? So if you usually buy a Lectrosonics, you'll buy it as one block, you know, block 20, block 21, etc. Okay? On the L series, you actually get 3 blocks instead of 1.
Really? That's kind of nice.
So what that means is it actually opens you up to more possibilities, and you're able to choose from block 21, 22, 23. L series is built like a tank. It kind of reminds me of an SUV.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And it's something that actually has a little bit more flexibility. You could put it in harm's way, not necessarily feel like, oh my gosh, you know, if I drop it, it's gonna get hurt, you know, that whole thing. Everything that came before it, the 100, the 200, the 400, all that can actually be used with the L series.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it has these compatible modes that's in the menu that you can actually adjust to it. Right now, we're talking on an HM, which is a wireless transmitter that is made by Lectrosonics, and it's a plug-on transmitter for the boom pole. And I figured, hey, we might as well go completely wireless and go straight to the camera.
Yeah, that's good.
Using the LR as the receiver.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love the L series. I think it is a fantastic thing that Lectrosonics put out.
Yeah.
It expands their product lines, like I said, all the things that I mentioned in this video, but I just like the fact that it's another tool in your toolbox.
Yeah.
So next time on Tube Test, we're gonna talk about the Warm Audio Tube EQ, the widely anticipated Warm Audio Tube EQ.
Excited.
Yeah, so everybody's kind of freaking out about this thing, so I'm kind of freaking out. Avi's kind of freaking out. Not really, she's biting her boot. So that's next time on Tube Test.